Let's start with stress management, because I feel like we think that as people age, oh, life gets easier, life gets calmer, and what's there to stress about? And working with seniors, and for all of us aging every single day, I don't find that to be the case. I find that there's still stress throughout the lifespan. It just takes on different meaning and different things come up. So tell me what you think about stress for an aging population.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that stress is, even though it's a concept that's hard to define, right? And what is stress for me might not be stress for you. Um, Despite those sort of ambiguities, it's a really important concept. And I think another aspect of this is you talked about aging throughout the lifespan. So when we look at the impact of stress on aging well, I think we even have to step back to before someone might be what we consider an older adult, right? Like this applies to all of us. So I think that when people are young, let's say in their 20s and 30s, they're relatively more resilient to stress, right? Like this is a generalization, but it makes less of an impact. And as life goes on, let's say people are now in their 40s or 50s, and they're dealing with the stress of family, work responsibilities, children in the home, that kind of thing. I think that the impact of stress, one of the first things we see is it changes their routine. So when
Mhm.
a person was younger, they maintained their fitness well, they had a relatively good diet. But as that stress creeps in middle life, a lot of that routine changes. And then when that happens, we don't usually see people get it back as they get older. And I think that creates a huge set of problems, a real snowball of people setting themselves up to lose fitness more than they should through the aging process as they move into later in life. And so I think that the key with dealing with stress is to have adaptability in life, right? Like we would all like to be able to be footloose and fancy free the way we were in our 20s, but that doesn't happen. And so how can you adapt your routine to absorb that stress without letting it completely derail your fitness and lifestyle routine?